everybody and welcome back. This is Swati Gupta, Chartered Accountant. Today we are going to study a topic that is not much popular, but it is important and it will really help you in case if you know about it anyhow or learn about it. What's that? It's simply government accounting and its reporting. We'll talk about the content of this video. Before that, I want to announce two quick things. Firstly, all the videos are available in Hindi and English, both the languages. Separate playlist is available on the channel. So in case whichever language suits you better, you can try that and learn in that. Other than this, all the videos will now onwards come on Friday and Saturday 6 p.m. So stay tuned. I think we're good to start. Let's begin. Firstly, let's talk about the basics. Government accounting and its reporting. What is accounting? What is reporting? Simply the bookkeeping, that is maintaining the records. Okay, that is maintaining the records is known as government accounting. Other than this, now what is reporting? The presentation of financial statement is known as reporting. Okay, so government reporting is what? The presentation of financial statements is known as reporting. Now, the government traditionally used to keep the records in cash basis. Now, it is not fully allowed. For some sectors, it has been converted, it has been shifted to accrual basis. What is accrual basis? The transactions are recorded as and when they occur, or the advance or the receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. Okay, it is recorded at that time. We don't wait for the payment and all. Okay, in cash basis, we used to wait for the actual inflow and outflow of the cash. Whereas in accrual, we don't wait for the cash movement. Okay, even if the transaction is done, it gets recorded. Okay, you know this, it is also known as mercantile system. Other than this, basics, the principles of accounting, government accounting is what? Firstly, Indian Constitution. Second comes is IGAS, that is Indian Government Accounting Standard. Other than this comes is last IGFRS, that is Indian Government Financial Reporting Standard. These standards are governed as principles for government accounting. Okay, their bookkeeping, their recording. Next, before we go ahead, there are two important notes to keep in mind. Firstly, the report. Why is this reporting brought in? This reporting is brought in for improving the transparency. Okay, to improve the transparency in records in the bookkeeping of the government, this standards has been brought in, has been introduced, has been made. Okay, other than this, the recording, the accounting will be furnished for all the government, that is central government, state government and the union territory. For all the three, this such reporting and accounting will be done. Next, basics. How is this standard governed, followed, made, whatever? Okay, first comes is the board which is constituting, which is making these principles, these standards. Okay, that is known as GASB, Government Accounting Standard Board. Government Accounting Standard Board. Okay, so this is first topic that we'll learn about it in detail. Secondly, the formulation process, how these standards are formulated, how these standards are made. Third, what are the parts of these standards? What are the division of the standard? How is the standard made, created or presented? Okay, we'll deal about these three things one by one in this video itself. First, structure of GSB. It includes first chairman, okay, that is deputy comptroller and auditor general, that is deputy of CAG. Okay, deputy of CAG, deputy CAG is the chairman. Next, CAG, Comptroller General Account, Comptroller CGA, Comptroller General Account. Other than Finance Commissioner, third comes is Finance Commissioner, that too of Railway. Then Telecom member. Other than this, Joint Secretary of Ministry of Finance. Then representative of RBI. All other states, Union Territory, President of ICAI and ICMAI. Okay, brilliant. If you become anyhow Chartered Accountant and then President of ICAI, you become a member of GASB, that is Government Accounting Standard Board. You have powers to create standards for accounting of the government. Okay, Principal Secretary of all states. These all are the members that constitute this GASB, stand in that they prepare the standards. Okay. Now next comes is formulation process. How is this made? First steps comes is in identification area. Okay, the area where the for example deposits, assets, okay, liabilities, capital, whatever, you pick up an area, then you see, analyze what are the issues involved, then evaluation of rules and codes. Okay, what are the rules that should be made, how then we apply it, what is wrong, what is right, if it is not, any improvement that can be done is done. Okay, its implication, bad or good, both are taken into account, and then some rules are made, some in the standard. Then a draft is prepared. After this, the draft is taken for the discussion. Okay, formulation of committee is done, and such draft is put in front of them for discussion. They share their opinion, what is good, what is bad, what can be improvised and all. Okay, finally it gets open for public comments. Draft gets open for public comments. That is, for example, I am a chartered accountant, other than people who have knowledge about it gets an opportunity to comment about this standard. Okay, according to me, if there is any improvement, any scope of improvement, anything that has wrong implication, I can put that as a comment in my opinion. Okay, this draft is open for public comments. After this, on finalization, the draft gets finalized and it's get converted into a standard. Okay, other than this, next, last, third comes is division of standards. The standards has different parts. First comes is introduction. Okay, general, the objective, what is the purpose of the standard, okay, the specific standard. Then comes scope. The scope is very, very important. You first deal with the scope, that what are the criteria, what are the areas it will be applied to. Okay, then you see the transaction, see the entity. If it falls under this, then only such treatment will be done according to the standards. Otherwise, go to some other standards. Okay, the scope decides whether such implementation should be done or not. Should be done, it can be done or not. Okay, this is decided by the scope. Next comes any sort of definition. Other than this, accounting and its presentation, disclosures. Okay, explanatory paragraphs, that is any examples, case studies, extra explanation given for such standard, for such code rules. It is also a part of the standard. Transition date, the date on which you switch from one thing to another is known as transition date. For example, if you shift from VAT to GST, there was a transition date. Date was given from which you have to cut off and start applying GST. Okay, and a transitional provisions are given. That means some things are given, that differences will be there in previous accounting and new accounting. For example, if you take the previously cash accounting was allowed, now cash accounting is not allowed and only accrual accounting is allowed. So there might be differences in shifting from one particular thing to another. So some provisions are made to deal with the differences between the previous accounting and the current accounting. Okay, that is known as transitional provisions. This is also a part of the standards itself. Next comes is PAC, Public Accounting Committee. This is known as PAC, and this is really important. This is at times asked in MCQ and all. Okay, now it is comprised of 22 members. That means 15 from Lok Sabha and 7 from Rajya Sabha. Okay, now if in case in total the Lok Sabha has only exact 15 members and Rajya Sabha has exact 7 members, then no need of election. All those members become members of PAC, that is Public Account Committee. But if there are more members, then election is needed. Other than this, the member of Lok Sabha becomes chairman. Okay, the member of Lok Sabha becomes chairman. Earlier it used to be that the leader of opposition party, okay, opposite party, will be the chairman. Now onwards, from 2014-15 onwards, the chairman is taken from the Lok Sabha. Okay, the member of Lok Sabha becomes chairman from 2014 and 15 onwards. Okay, this is simply the structure of PAC. What are the people? Who are the people who sat as a panelist, who sat as a committee member of PAC? Now, what does PAC do? That is, what does Public Account Committee generally do? What are the functions? Why it is made? First, examination of accounts of all ministry. Firstly, examination of accounts of all ministry. It will be checking all the ministry accounts. It will be examining its expenditure and appropriation of it, that how it is allocated, is it good, it is not. It will ask for justifications. It will ask for justifications for the expenditure, whether it was required and then you did it, or you did it anonymously, vaguely, okay. You did it in vague. That means it was not at all required and you still spent those amount, okay. It will be checked. Who will check it? PAC, that is Public Account Committee. It will generally do some auditing, examination of accounts, examination of expenditures. It can ask for justification. For evidence and accrual, spot review, okay. For that, it can do a spot review. Other than this, if justification is not satisfactory, is not proper, then it can make a report and submit it to Parliament. Other than this, reports on tax evasion, non-levy of duty, misclassification, loopholes of tax levy can also be submitted to the Parliament, okay. Other than this, what is this? Tax evasion is avoiding tax, okay. Non-levy of duty is you missed out. For example, it was 2%, you did it 12%. It was 12%, you did it 2%, okay. You misclassified this, or you escaped the duty. You denied the duty, though you were liable for it, you did not, okay. This is full escape. This is some sort of avoidance, evasion. This is misclassification due to any rate or something. Loopholes, if any, you have taken advantage of it. Finally, for discharge of function, that is PAC can take support of CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General, for accounting purpose, for auditing purpose, for examination purpose. The Public Account Committee can take help of Comptroller, Auditor General. That's all about the government accounting and its reporting. I hope you understood this, you find it helpful and worth your time, okay. In case if you like the video, hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, okay. Share it with your friends and family and colleagues in case if they need it, okay. See you in the next video. Till then, take care, be safe, stay tuned.